South for resume at the take of Lincoln. Cái tìm sáng rồi. Side quest này nếu cái tiền mai cái video mà sa anh đi đó nuôi anh này for complete đó ấy level sa lang ay hay how ti nan hiền là thầy là wa Kent finish London finish Oxenfordshire finish Sky was ấy buổi thao tụi nó tiếp theo quest này sai main mission adut lại hơn mà
Archer, where's Hunwald?
I tried to console him, but he pushed me away. I love the boy, I do. But I fear what would happen if he took his father's title. He's fragile and scattered. I saw him ride north, following the paved Roman road, to the old tall tree where he often passed time with his father, I imagine.
You broke an oath to your word. Who put you up to this grand lie?
What devil put you up to all this deception?
I wasn't put up, Eivor. I felt compelled to carry on for the good of the Shire, until I knew the truth.
A pretty answer for an ugly lie.
Find and speak to Hunwald. He often spent time with his father by an old tall tree. Apa sabe? First travel ka lâu lắm mới xảy ra thay đổi nữa. Vậy là
Please, this is a mistake. I've told you my name is not.
nghe này. Side quest này ha.
Go!
Dalin saying you distrust area. Piamo lang eh.
That's your Western.
Lại mi hôn không?
Soon, guide me.
Sure.
These woods, Father. Oh, these woods. I remember the days we spent here together. Eivor, what a pleasant surprise. Would you drink with me?
Hunwald.
Come, sit. Stay with me a while and contemplate the view.
Yeah, you're grieving. Let's have a drink together.
Let's have a drink. To the memory of your father.
Here we go, sailing among the leaves so green.
Do not gorge on grief, nor give in to sadness, but let your aching love light the mead of your eyes and lead you to triumph.
That is quite lovely. My father would have liked you. He liked all those who could swing a sword and speak a verse with ease.
He had a large heart and a love for his people. I think I would have liked him too.
He and I used to wander up this way all the time. He would take me hunting, and I would catch the most wretched little things if I caught anything at all. I was a rubbish hunter. But he always said he was proud. Each and every time.
A toast. To your father, Lord Hunbeorth of Lincolnshire. He may have dwindled from this world in death, but in life he was as stalwart as this tree.
The wise old oak. Yes.
Skull!
Skull.
Skull.
Cheers.
And then my father says, it's the right goat, but it's the wrong end. Oh, my Swanborough loves that one. She has a great sense of humor, my lady love. Father would have liked her.
Right, your Dane lady love. She sounds lovely. Too lovely to be real.
You know what? We should visit her. We should go to Grimsby. Yes, there's no time to lose.
After you.
Nothing like drinking and riding to jostle your troubles away.
And the contents of your gut.
Bắt đuổi về.
Now come. Now come and enjoy the splendor of my shire.
You Saxons and your tiny splendor. You've never seen mountains, have you? Or deep fjords, like a giant's axe wound? Or towering falls that steam in the dead of winter? Snow sparkling like a blanket of jewels? That is splendor.
Well, if your homeland is so splendorful, why come to England at all?
You can't grow crops on a blanket of jewels.
Very true.
I'll admit, your countryside does take the breath away.
Quite so, quite so. I love this land. And should I follow my father's footsteps, I shall do my solemn duty to protect her. I know many think me foolish, inexperienced, but I would ask that they judge me by my future hopes, not my past reputation. If I am given sway over this land and show myself to be a poor leader, shame me, punish me, of course. But give me that chance. By God, I just want to have that chance.
What was that?
Birds, Eivor! Has no one told them today is a day of grief?
Shh. Quiet.
Kita po hitong
Stop here. Something isn't right. I'll find the trouble. It's us.
On! Finish her! That's a murderer! Go! God's justice awaits, coward! Hide a fight, Walt! Now!
Oh! Kim cái cần mang về rất là cần. 안 채색하면
Let's bleed you.
Chắc chắn là về đâu mới à.
Well struck, Eivor!
That's twice they've tried to kill you, Hunwald.
And twice failed.
We had luck. But if you're not more careful, they will succeed. Someone in Mercia wants you dead. And they'll kill anyone in the way to see it done.
Yes, including my dear Swanborough, my lady love. Come, let us hurry away.
I'm serious, Hunwald. Are you hearing me?
Plain and clear. Follow me.
Hunwald, are you sure this place is safe?
The safest spot in the Shire, yes. Here I am with a chance to be Elderman, but I have yet to prove myself worthy. To you, to the Shire, to her. I can do nothing without my darling lady. She makes me realize how much I've neglected her through this fatal stupor of mine.
This I must see for myself.
South for a fresh wound. Explore Hunwald. Grimsby. Grimsby. Bật nọc về hết kìa.
Can you hear me?
Oh, thank the heavens! There she is!
Lắp lấy tổng con này. Nó tiếng này có nguy về.
Hunwald, I thought for sure you'd be dead. Why didn't you send word?
It has been far too long, my little jewel. I'm so very sorry for that.
I'm fine, my love. I wilted without you, but still I grow. And who is this?
Ah, yes. I am proud to present Eivor of the Raven clan.
Hello, Eivor. A pleasure to meet you.
Let's go.
And you, Swanborough. I wasn't sure what to make of Hunwald's stories, yet here you are.
Surprised to find a Dane by his side?
Not quite. I'm surprised to find a Saxon at yours. Hunwald seems to endear himself to all sorts.
Eivor agreed to help me find my father. But I'm afraid it hasn't gone as well as I'd hoped.
What's happened?
My father is dead. Died of a cruel disease, apparently. Then shunted off to a cellar for burial.
Oh, my love, I'm sorry.
And someone in your shire wants to make sure Hunwald follows his father to the grave.
Let them try. I'll cut their throats.
A shire moot will soon be held. Hunwald should stay here, out of sight, until he can attend.
What if I left it all behind, my love? Forget my father's seat. What if I stayed here with you? Just the two of us.
Hunwald, no. This Shire must be led with courage and heart. Follow in your father's footsteps and lead the Shire as he did.
Nah, listen to
Whatever
her.
strength you lack, you have in Swanborough. Heed her advice.
Yes. If anyone can lift my spirits in time for the Shire moot, it's you, my dear.
Come inside and rest your bumbling bones, love. Be well, Eivor, and thank you.
Keep watch over that one. Men have come for him more than once.
My blade will keep him safe.
I don't doubt it.
skill ho kan hi lak kim vek sum sum photila emergency aim ani lo tila phot na lai tangin +5 assassination damage up to there. The upguard name put forward as a worthy successor to the late on Bark. Eivor set out to visit the speak language. And fast travel in a put them. Really?
Looking for someone?
My husband. He was not supposed to leave home on his own.
I
I
quit
fear he
someone
has
there.
fallen asleep somewhere.
Fallen asleep?
Yes, a curse he has carried his whole life. At any moment, his eyes roll back and his body simply collapses.
Dangerous to be out there on his own. Do you...
His bag is gone. I fear he may have taken it to go fruit picking down south near the old ruins. Pjarti, where are you?
I will keep an eye out for him.
Thank you. He snores, if that helps.
Snores.
Pjarti! Pjarti! Come home!
Door ankle patang.
Come, see my wares. This could help you in your travels.
Teka mo nem to ka in-upgrade nan.
Wise of you to stock
Oh,
up.
John Lake,
Yes,
that's
this
right.
is a good look. You would look very powerful with that. Happy to take this off your hands. Nothing else?
I must be on my...
Upgrade team. Upgrade team. I want each one. Okay, upgrade that man. Hẹt cái đầm đó mất. Side quest. Side quest. Bilangnya kirahin mah. Mystery side quest collectible dahil hijau artifact sampai di dalam dia. Ini datang mana dong itu? Oh, Cái lỗ ấp gì mi, có lỗ lọt hay lỗ này. Pasta vẫn là thấu cả.
What's going on?
Yeah!
Để anh nụn chuồn à?
Eivor, welcome to my estate, old friend.
Thane Elfgard. It's an impressive amount of land you oversee.
Quite right. I often get lost swimming to my island in this flowing sea of wheat.
You're flush with land and crops, to be sure. You're a brave man to flaunt your riches from this lonely hill.
It's not bravery, it's trust. I trust the respect I've earned keeps Saxon and Dane alike from temptation.
You said you had something to show me when we last spoke. What did you mean?
Yes, I did. Observe. This fine specimen belonged to our beloved Elderman Hunbeort, before his untimely passing. He left it here when we last hunted together. I now wish you to have it.
If this belonged to the Elderman, shouldn't it go to Hunwald next?
I suppose so. But I thought you a more fitting recipient. You'd know how to use it. Now, take it and come hither. I have a rousing hunt planned for the two of us. Leave aside talk of politics and shire moots. Let us enjoy the fruits of my land together.
We're hunting or fruit picking?
Both, if you like. Whatever you fancy. I'm generous with the yields of my estate, as you will see. To be
Light
plain,
ball.
Eivor,
Kan terbun Jokset. Codex.
badgering my estate for weeks. I must do away with it, if only to prevent a future tragedy.
You brought me here to hunt a bear?
Yes, and I'm so pleased you agreed to come. I suspect you know better than most that I have what it takes to lead this shire. Though its line of kings is all but ended, the people of this land still teems with life, with promise. But today, the shire languishes. It needs the guidance of new blood.
Like me.
I'm sorry?
I'm the definition of new blood. It may be I should put my name in for Elderman.
Ah, there it is, that dark sense of humor. Blunt as a hammer, eh? Like the one carried by your thunder god, I don't recall the name.
Go on.
What I mean to say is, I enjoy the company of your people. Or people like you. What little I've seen of them. And I don't care what stuffy fools like Herefriv and Hunwald say. You Danes are damn decent people. Not dense at all.
Kind of you to notice.
I remember when the Danes first arrived, not long ago. The locals were terrified. Not of being raided, but of their
Are we hunting, Alfgar? Or is it your hope that I'll braid your hair?
hunting, definitely. The bear's lair should be nearby.
Great sword. No, can.
Ah, my old friend Grim. How wonderful to see you here. What a pleasant surprise.
What surprise? I came as you requested.
Yes, and how is Grimsby? How are all the other Danes?
I can't speak for all Danes, but I am well, and itching for a
Ay,
hunt as you
swallow
made
man lang.
plain in your message this morning.
Yes, that's right. Very good. Speaking of Danes, I'd like to introduce you to
That's sorry.
Eivor. Perhaps you know each other as one Dane to another.
It is good to meet you, Grim.
Hey, Eivor. Did he lure you here as well with the promise of a hunt?
He...
Yes, hunting a bear. That's the point of all this. We're hunting, I promise.
There's a cave just up the hill there. Seems a likely place for a lair.
If the beast is as large as Elfgard claims, it'll take all three of us to bring it down.
I'm game. Let's get a new fur cloak, shall we?
Sounds a cave for the beer.
There's all manner of beasts in this forest. If we don't find the bear, we'll find something worth our supper.
I have a divine rule over the land on my estate. God shall have no worry.
Timber. Cái con chùa lên nào. Có chùa lên nó thấu hiểu gì. À, nó lại sao nữa sao?
This is the threshold of the beast zone. There's no doubting that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That's not a bear. Wolves.
Wolves everywhere, and not a bear in sight.
Group with Grim.
Eivor, there's something you'll want to see here.
Is that smoke? My God! My estate is burning like a twig!
Soon to be a sea of fire.
Eivor! You're skilled enough, and I can't tell you how to handle this, but please! My God, help me with this!
I'm in this fight with you.
Aku kami juan đây là.
Give me a hand if you can.
Anh nghe không như kiểu.
My people are fleeing. They must get to safety.
Someone waited until you were away.
I must be careful now.
Ah!
Bloody dead.
Sorry.
Every last house, then burn them when you're through.
Get over here.
Let's end this.
Men man sama. Nó thật thì nó em tập hiện chuyên về
The men who would see you burn are dead. Let's get these fires out.
Agreed. What a mess. A sea of ashes. I thank you, Eivor, for doing what you could.
You're a man of many riches, Alfgar. You can rebuild.
To be sure. But I do not look forward to the toilet. Sweet Lord in heaven! The bear is returned!
The Shire mood will start soon. I should return to Lincoln to see that it goes well.
Away, mate! Away! You won't follow me any longer!
Alfgar! Careful!
Anh mấy lộn. The ceremony is set to begin. Votes will be cast for Hanwat. Only one can be elected. I guess I can talk look on it. Itu aka, cha.
Archer, is everything
Acha.
ready?
The Shire Moot will soon begin. Will you join us, Eivor? We'd be comforted by your presence.
Yes.
Yes, I'm curious to see this Shire Moot for myself. I'll follow. When will the boat begin, Abbess?
12 able lords of Lincolnshire have already cast their stones, but they have reached a tie. 4 votes for each man. It now falls to you to break this impasse.
Me? By whose order?
You have earned the trust of our 3 candidates, it seems. Even our bishop has found a certain fondness for your hardy spirit.
It's an important vote for your people. How would you counsel my vote?
I value competent and righteous leadership, not foolish friends in high seats.
Anyone but Hunwald, you mean?
I love Hunwald, as I love my own kin. But I would not put a stone in his care without fearing for the safety of both. I pray that God guides your vote today, and not the devil, as I fear.
Oh, yang.
Hvað hyggir þú nýja blótsteinu vél? Megi bæta kosti til árs að biðja Frey og Krist.
Speaking with the council. Speaking with the council may help with your position.
How are you, Lord?
Have I heard aright that you have come to break us from our deadlock?
I have, Lord. Have you any advice before our vote?
Lord Hundbeor was a bold and honest man, if somewhat reckless. I see the same qualities in his son. Therefore, Hunwald is my man.
Hunwald. Hunwald is my man.
King Ceolwulf's attendant, aren't you?
Aye. The king sends his love and support. Whatever happens here today shall have his full blessing.
He's learning fast. Good man. Good evening, Alfgard.
Eivor, I hope it's not untoward of me to solicit your support, but I do need it. The vote is closer than a cat's whisker.
It's a difficult choice, Alfgard. Know that I won't make it lightly.
Good, good. But let me say unreservedly that I am the man who will lead Lincolnshire into progress and victory.
I don't doubt your convictions, Lord. Grim, good to see you again.
A hearty hello, Drenger. Seems Britain is getting quite used to the idea of Danes stalking her shores.
Where do you fall in this contest, Grim? Alfgard is a friend of yours, is he not?
He is, and a good man as well. But I cast my stone for the bishop.
Bishop.
That's an odd strategy.
These Christians are easy to nudge about. So desperate they are to avoid a good fight, they'll agree to most anything a Dane says.
On Basingum Ongar. From after.
A vote for Hunwald will return the House of the Ferocious Swan to its former glory.
How fare you, Lord?
My prayers are fervent and my will is strong, Eivor. If I am Elderman, I will bring joy to this Shire.
There's more to good leadership than merrymaking. You must be strong and stern and willing to take risks.
Of course, of course. Strength and wisdom and fortitude and all that. I shall rise above the peat moss of mediocrity. Have no fear.
That's good to hear.
Hunwald
Bishop, Eivor, I must thank you for your fearless participation in our route.
I'm surprised to hear you vouch for me, Bishop.
I surprised myself, to be honest. But I felt it would be a good test of God's faith in my judgment. Under my guidance,
Am
this
mut jag kan
Shire
ha
is
sual
crawling
med
back
det.
from a decade of lawlessness. God knows the love that lives in my heart for the people of Lincolnshire. I pray now that he guides your hand accordingly.
Quite a gambit, Bishop. Mad enough to work, it may be.
Well then, I thank you for what it's worth. God go with you.
Ano wal ka ni May?
Three men, three possible futures.
Aha, Odin
Which
ngeteron lang
of
deh
these
ya.
sad puppets will dance best when you call upon them? It's not for myself I must cast this stone, but for my clan. Who will serve us best in a time of true need? You can never be certain where you stand in another's heart. Choose only for yourself. All three have strengths and weaknesses. Hunwald is not the most cunning or clever, but he has heart and spirit. Both go a long way in times of need.
Here's my vote for Hunwald.
Lead your Shire with pride, ferocious swan.
It is decreed by this lawful Shiremoot that the Ealdorman of Lincolnshire shall be son of our dear and departed Lord Hundbjorn, Lord Hunwald of Lincolnshire.
Musically,
I don't know what to say. I thank you. Deeply, madly, humbly. What more can I say? I don't know. I miss my father. I'd sooner see him standing here than... Well, I will do my best. For each and every one of you.
Let us all raise our cups. A toast to our new Ealdorman. As all well know, this Shiremoot's decision is not final, but advisory. It now falls to our newly anointed King Ceolwulf to ratify our choice. To this end, we need not worry. Ceolwulf is a friend to Saxon and Dane alike, and he is sure to approve the results. Our good and noble friend, Arthelswith.
A septic rot has overtaken this Shire. A sickness for which there is only one cure.
Your Grace! What is this?
Whoa.
Nobles of Lincolnshire, stand fast!
For the glory of the ancients, leave none alive!
Mid men hati lawan dia tangka.
Steel yourself, Hunwald.
Oh Dharma lawan ni. The crows here.
Another battle!
Is this how that god wants him to New Elden? This one's gone. Find those who still draw breath. Polish your ass, Hunwald. The Alderman's seat is yours. As your war council, I suggest you waste no time in catching this grief tosser. He won't be far.
We should first bury our dead, no?
That choice is yours to make, Alderman.
Yes. Yes, of course. We'll bury our dead, then raise a feared.
I am at a loss for words. A trusted man of the cloth. I will pray for these martyrs, and tend to the remaining wounded, until the last man walks free.
Be well, Archer.
And you, Eivor. May God, or the gods, protect you.
còn dòng hào tôn mà về
Valkyries have little to choose from. So many innocents.
Sword Sour in Anna and the caster. Speak to the new Alderman. Đọc phát à?